All right. Welcome back to step 4 in the process. So today we are going to be covering first thing I want to bring to your attention now that you have started um purchasing stuff and you're buying stuff, you want to start capturing this. So we're going to work on capturing our expenses. That is something important that we need to um, make sure that we start doing. And then we're going to work on creating a small bio intro for your social media profiles. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. It's just something that you're getting your pages out there and you just want to make sure that they exist. You can tweak these later. You can have someone help you write it. But for now, since you're doing everything yourself, until you get your manager in place, whoever is going to manage your social media profiles, it could be you. You just want to get some content on the page. And then we're going to update the social media accounts now that we have a logo that we got from outsourcing. And then I'm going to work on show you guys how you can create your pro email account through your domain provider and then create some aliases that go along with it. All right, and I'll talk about aliases later. So this will be step 4 of the process. And like I said, remember in the beginning I told you you don't have to do everything a certain way. So if you notice, like while we're going through the process, everything is coming together little by little. And as long as you're keeping track of where you at and you're accounting for all the details, you're annotating everything, you're writing everything down, you should be good to go. And later on in the project, I'm going to show you guys a spreadsheet that you can use to actually check everything off that you're doing. But before we get into those details, I want to make sure I get you guys sprung up and running. All right, so without further ado, first thing I said, start capturing. So if you go back into your Google account and like where we are, and inside of Google, if you go and find into Sheets right here, you will find that there is already a template, right? There's already a template in here that you can use to leverage for your budget. So for the one that I normally work with is called monthly budget. Right here, it's a free spreadsheet that you can use. I've already started working on it, so I'm just going to open it because I renamed it to business expenses and budget. But this is the template that you will use, right? And when you start right here, it's going to say only edit the highlighted cells. So this pink cell right here, um, this is the only thing you want to edit. So going forward, remember we haven't funded our accounts yet because we don't have our business bank accounts or anything. But you can get an idea of okay, you're going to have to use some money somewhere along the line. You can wait for all of your business stuff, bank accounts to open up before you start making purchases, or you can like write yourself a check from your personal checking account and lodge it into your business account or say like an IOU. So you're borrowing like some money from yourself or from your savings that you're going to use to start your business, put it over in there. So your starting balance, depending on what you want it to be, 2,000, 1,000, 1,500, 500. You'll need a little bit more than 500 to actually get started. But I say a good starting point is like 1,000 if that's your starting balance, right? So this is what you want to write this check and put it into your account. But let's say you can't afford 1,000. 500 is actually doable for right now, but you're still going to need more money. Like I said, you have to fund yourself. You're going to need some money. So if you're not ready to start, if you don't have funds available to start your business, it's best to kind of hold off a little bit because you need money to do almost everything you're going to do. All right. So 500, if you start off with 500, but like I said, realistically speaking, if you're trying to get everything off the ground, the minimum is between 1,000 to 1,500. Is that the bare minimum you probably, and this is just scraping the bottom, like just barely getting things done, paperwork in place or whatever. As you go along in the business route, you're going to realize that um, you're going to need more money. Okay. So I emphasize or I recommend that you put some type of money away, right? Until you're ready or until you have it. Save it up, 5,000, whatever. 5,000 is a good approach to start. All right, enough jibber jabber. I know you're tired of listening to me. All right, so rolling on here, as you can see, um, let me bring this over a little because it's on the screen. It shows. All right, so all right, I'm gonna bring this over a little bit so it's easier for you guys to see. Right there. Okay. So you hopefully you can see my screen a little better now. All right. So but if you are unsure of how much you're gonna need, like I said, you can keep borrowing money from yourself. Just keep track of everything. So let's say you don't know how much you're gonna fund yet, and you want to just start off with a zero balance because you haven't put nothing into your business bank account yet. So leave this as a zero. Go to where it says transactions right here, and then everything that you have started spending on, you need to annotate this for tax purposes, so you can write these things off later if they're writable. To keep account of how much you have already given out, so you know the estimated amount that's going to cost for your business. So, like I said, the domain registration, it costs for me to register that domain name. It was $44.53 that I had to put out, right? If you have a credit card and you want to borrow the funds from there and then pay back, however you want to do it, just figure out a system until you get your business bank account up and running. And then right here, like I said, for the logo development, remember we did $50 to actually do the project. So once you annotate everything here, right, and you go back in, you can start keeping track. You need to start keeping track of your startup budget. This is your budget right now. So you can see right now how much you have spent so far, right? And then if you want to work on the categories, it's easy. These categories actually connect to the back end right here. So if you want to do a drop down and you see all these categories right here, they're actually in the front. So like gifts, if you change gifts to like gifts two, when you go to the back end and looking for it, you're going to see gifts two right here. So that's how you will edit those when it's necessary time. So for example, like logo development, you can always put this under logo when you do things for transportation. Just change these up as necessary for the business as you go along. All right, so that's that piece for working on capturing. So now I want to write a small bio. So everyone knows AI is out there and it's a good tool to use. So why not use it, right? So I recommend creating a Chat GPT account. And like I said, you can use something as simple as generate a bio for a small business. I'm telling it, say, hey, this company is about everything and anything. I know you guys get tired of hearing me saying everything and anything. But I just think it's funny and it's cool to use. So it's about everything and anything, and it represents all inclusive because that's what everything and everything mean, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit that and see what ChatGPT tells me. So look at this. It's gonna say, all right, this is our values. We can connect with us. You see how it pretty much generate like a template that you can use, right? So now I can just I can use something from here and put it on my social media platform for starting out. So example, it says, we believe in the power of diversity, inclusivity, and the beauty that lies in everything and everything. That is like so amazing. I love it, right? So, born out of passion for embracing the richness of life, our small business is your go-to destination for an all-inclusive experience. This sounds like a vacation now. Like this is not what we're all about, but I love the fact that it gave me this where it says we believe in the power of diversity. Like that's powerful right there. That could be the slogan. Like what I'm saying. So right here, I would just go ahead and copy this because this is probably all I need. We believe in the power of diversity, inclusivity, and the beauty that lies in everything and everything. This is what I'm talking about. So now I'm gonna go back to my documentation. Remember, I told you guys document everything on my business plan that we were working on right here, right? And we started defining how we're going to work with stuff, right? You can pretty much add to right here or create a new page, however you want to do it. Just try to make sure you keep a clean documentation going along, right? So for me, I was working on trying to get all accounts made. So like right here, I think I found a slogan that we're going to use, and it's going to be that right there. We believe in the power of diversity, inclusivity, and the beauty that lies in everything and anything. Boom. So now, when you go to your social media pages and they ask you for your little bio, you got something to put in there to start off. And you can go back and change this as much as you want. All right. So now let's go through and update these pages. Excuse me. All right. So you remember when we started off, um, like for example, this is the YouTube channel that I was working on, but it's blank. There's nothing here. All right. So let's go ahead and I want to just go ahead and upload because I did find some logos. As you can see, this is the logo that we're going to be working. It had so many different versions that I was playing with. All right, so I'm going to go with um, my folder and logos, and this is what I came up with. This is how I want the structure of the logo. I thought it was bad. Thought it looks pretty cool. So going forward, um, I'm gonna go with the black on the outside and then the white on the inside, like most logos do. So right here, if I wanted to do this, I could just generate this and see how that looks. Or cancel. Let's go back and try to do something else. Let's try this one. Um, hmm, I don't know if that one. Let me see how I want to. Let me see how I want this to look real quick. So maybe go black on the outside. Um, so full black on the outside, I think, and then the white writing. So let's go back to full black on the outside and then white writing. So this one. So this will be the one that we're going to use. All right. So bring this down a little bit and just measure it up. So I could do it multiple ways. I could take off the white background so it just looks like that. So there's no white around it. So when you look at it on the channel, it just looks just like that right there. So if I did done, it look like that. And I think that looks to me, I mean, it looks like 0 0. If you can't see it, it looks actually like 0 0. But it's actually an E and an A, so it means everything and everything. But now that I'm looking at it, it actually looks like 0 0. That's crazy. So this is one version that I could do, or I can go back and do this way. But I think we're gonna capture it with. I think we're gonna leave the white on the outside. All right, so I think it looks cleaner with the white. So let's go like that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the white on the outside and then color the. So my YouTube channel now, I'm working on the branding, right? The banner image, I will show you guys how to build this later through another platform. But as you can see right here, now I have a photo that represents my brand for my channel, which is going to show up here soon. And then even for a watermark, if I wanted to do a watermark, I can literally use the white version now for this. So nope, I need to use actually a PNG format. It can't be a JPEG, so it needs to be a PNG. And yeah, so that should be fine as my watermark. So see right there, boom. So on my videos now, because I have when I start creating videos and adding stuff to this channel later, At the bottom right where you see the watermark, you will see that this shows up at the bottom. And then now I also have my picture set. So then I can go ahead and publish this and wait for this to come up. So now my channel is coming alive. And that's one part of production. So there you go. It says go to the channel. And this normally takes a little while to refresh. So give it a few. As you can see, this already changed up here, so that's like really cool. I think that's like hot. Like it looks pretty cool. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about it if you're watching here. Um, so this one normally takes a little while. Normally you gotta like go back to customize channel. See, there it is. But like, look at that. Like, tell me that doesn't look professional, right? Tell me, like, honestly, looking at this, I think that looks really pretty dope. You know what I mean? I really think. And then you can go through and fix this later. So basic info. Remember I was saying description, what are you about? So we just figured out what we're doing, that our slogan is going to be this. So you can start off right here. Doesn't like that. Oh well. This is our new slogan that we're going to start off. So we're going to put that in our bio, right? Email address, we already have, so we can punch in and I'll set it up later. No worries. So you're just going to go through and fix up your channel. So I'll publish this. These are my handle. That's my YouTube handle, whatever. And like I said, you go to the channel, so you're looking at it. There you go. It came up. So every and anything is alive. I don't have no videos yet or whatever, but the channel is coming to like there's some presence behind it. You know what I mean? So it's I like it. I like it. And then now let's work on some other channels. So this is I was playing with one of the logos here. So now that we know what we're working with, let's go ahead and do my TikTok. And we were using the black one. So there it goes. We're gonna apply it. Sick. Done. Add to the bio. There we go. So TikTok is only up to 80. So we're gonna say we believe in the power of diversity and the beauty that lies in every. So let's say we can take out a few words. So we can say we believe in diversity. Can change this to and then take out a full and we can get away with that. So that's really cool. We believe in the diversity because of inclusivity. I don't think this is a word. Um, why would you give me something that's not a word? I don't think that's a word. So let's reword this. Let's say we believe in inclusive diversity. Maybe that will rock. And the beauty that lies. Here you go. So this could be it. We believe in inclusive diversity and the beauty that lies in every and anything. I think this is it. This is it. This will work. So got our TikTok handle up and running. There we go. TikTok is now live. Boom. Right? Like we're rocking it. We're doing the thing. We're doing the thing. All right. So let me try to save this over here. And then now let's go and fix another profile. So right here, same thing. Once you have all of this working for you, it's an easy fix because now You're just rocking and rolling, man. Just rocking and rolling. So we're gonna go to our logo right there. That's the one we're working with. We're gonna click apply, and then bio, same thing right there. All of this stuff you can, like I said, you can configure later. I'm gonna click save. Boom. So I got my X. Twitter is up. Let's go to same thing and go to, what's wrong with Instagram? All right, let's change photo. All right, we're going to go back to the same place. And all we're doing right now is just social media basic edits. And if you followed along, you should have your bio, you should have your logos that you got from your freelance outsourcing back. So now you can do all these edits that we're doing. Like I said, it's just playing around and just getting some stuff out there to start off. It doesn't have to be 100% right now, but you just want to get something out there, capture all of these names right there, right, and just you just want to get it running. So we did YouTube, this. We'll do Facebook later. So basically, now you have all of your social media contents running. Now, one thing we need to do on the next step is we need to get an email account up and running. So let's find this email. I'll bring this screen over. All right, so if you have your GoDaddy account, if that's what you use, that's who I use to host my stuff. We're going to go ahead and come over. Let me bring this over here so you guys can see. So the domains that I did purchase, right, was these two, every and anything, and then every dash anything. So I decided that, why not go with the two? We can play around. And when we're building later, I bought the two because when I'm going to walk you guys through building the domains, I'm going to show you how to build like Shopify, Wix accounts, Squares, all that stuff. I want to walk you guys through building those. And then also, if we need to do like a CMS, like a WordPress site, I want also a separate domain so I can show you guys how to build those as well and walk you through step by step so you can get your stuff up and running, man. That's the moment. Like the goal is to get you live in 2024. You feel me? That is the goal. All right. So the first one we're gonna work it is every and anything.com because every anything was not available when we tried. And I did reach out to see if I could find it. The guy that owns it, he's like selling it for some ridiculous price. It's not that big of a deal. So we're just gonna go with what we have and we can play with it. Right. So every anything that comes. So we want to set this up. Right. So we're gonna work on getting an email now to make sure that email is working. All right. So let's go with I think I'm gonna go with this one. We're gonna click manage under your profile. And as you can see, we have some stuff here. So click on products. And when you go to products, you want to go to get started under email. So we're going to go ahead and click started right there. And it's going to say, hey, professional email, yada, yada, yada. You have essentials plus and the premium. Now, if you're just starting off, you can just go with just the basics for now because you can increase this later. And make sure, like I said, anything that you buy, make sure you annotate it on your your um your plan, your document sheet, right? Your expense sheet. Okay, so we are going to just go with the small essentials right now to get you a pro email account up and running. All right, so we're going to say, let me see if we can find some coupons um, off this. There's one of this cool feature too about Edge, like you have this coupon built-in thing where like if you're purchasing something, you can it will search to see if you're getting a good deal. I thought it was pretty cool. it will actually scrub and see. Takes a little bit if you want to wait on it, but let's go ahead and see if we're getting a better discount. GD Rockstar seemed to have worked a couple of times. I'm just gonna cancel. All right, so GD Rockstar seems to have worked. Getting a good deal. So for 12 months, I can get an email essentials for 12 months for $23.88. So 66% off. It's normally about $71. So if you buy these in packages, you get more early. So for example, if I bought this out for 36 months, I'll end up saving a lot more than the 215 because when you got to renew later, you probably are going to pay the full price. So just so you're tracking that, okay? But for now, you can go month to month as well. If you don't want to pay everything up front, you can just do month to month and just pay $6.99 a month for the email, so you don't have to pay. Or let's go 12 months. So let's go with 12 months and package this out. We're gonna have one user, and this is gonna renew December 2024. So next year we don't have to worry about emails for next year. And then you never know. You'll see how the business go for a whole year, right? And let's see if I get some discount with the GD Rockstar 20. Nope, doesn't like it. Think I got the best deal already. No big deal. All right, so let's go ahead and get this. This is in the cart. Now I need to try to get into. So let's tab. Where am I? Okay, so there it goes. Okay, so ready to pay. Check this out. Now, right here is where we will go ahead and do some checkout. Okay, so you just want to check out to make sure you are good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this purchase. $24.95 will be added as well to my plan. Okay, great. So now I have enrolled. I got the email confirmation came through, and now it's just going to ask you where do you want to create your new email account. So if you only have one domain, I have a few domains that I have registered under me. So this one is going to be the every and anything one. That's the one you want to choose. Okay, so choose the domain that you're going to work with, and you want to scroll all the way down and click on continue. And then this is where you want to create um, your email. What do you want to call it, right? A lot of folks, they use like info at, and then that's the name of it. Or you could use like service or services. If this was going to be created for like finances, you can do like banking, finance. You can do your name, full name, last name, or first name dot last name if you're creating it for a user. It really depends on you. I like to personally use something like info. So like this right here. And it's simple because then if you ask someone to email you, they're going to email you to info@everyandanything.com. Simple email address. You can get everything being sent there. And then you don't have to worry about um, using your Gmail because now you have a professional email that you're going to use for your business. You can also name this admin. You can name this HR. You can name it events. Whatever you choose to name it, you want to go ahead and create it right here. And then we're going to go to keep it going. So I'm going to go with info and then the name, put my name there, and then what I'm going to link it to. So Okay, so we are back and we're finishing up. So right here, we creating a new email, and we're gonna go ahead and add a password, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and click create real quick. And don't forget that you need to go ahead and annotate this expense. So 24.98 goes to the business side. So we need to make sure we add this. What was it? Let me check. 24.95. So 24.95, and this was pro email. So pro email account, annotate that. That was also for business, and this was done on the 29th. So drag that down there. So now when you go to summary later, we should see how much we've spent already, $119. See? And you're rocking and rolling. You're only on at the $119 so far, so I think that's not too bad to start off with everything that we're working with. All right, so go back and check. It's going to create. Um, it's going to let you know it's creating your new Microsoft 365 account right here. So just going to give it a little bit of time. So while this is happening, right? While this is happening, now what you can do is you can set up now your Gmail to forward your emails to this account. So then you can use this account for everyone, or you can just set this up to forward to Gmail. However you choose to do it, it's up to you. But then you don't have to keep checking both accounts. You can literally have everything going into one account. And then you just set this up on your computer. You can set this up on your phone as you go. So you can keep track of everything. I normally just use the info one, um, like on my phone or whatever, so I can see. And then I will forward everything from my Gmail going into my info. The only thing about that is, though, is with your folders, if you have a folder structures, you won't really see it that way. So it's just basically how you want to do it. So everything is good to go. It will let us know when you're ready. If you want to add a phone number here, then they'll send you a text and let you know that the account is up and running. But for me, I'm gonna just say no, no thanks. I don't care about all that. So next, you want to go to set up on your devices. If you have an Android or iPhone, you can do it even on the desktop. So basically, you can scan the QR code, and it will show you how to set up your email address. It's really simple, so I don't have to walk you guys through this piece. Like once you click it, it will tell you exactly how you need to do it. Okay, so I have a couple other email structures, as you can see. So once that is working and it's good to go, then now you have your email up and running. For your Gmail, if you don't know how to do a forward for your Gmail, you would come into your account and you go into top right, and you will go to where it says see all settings. And then you will go to forward and pop IMAP, and then you'll add a forwarding address. And this is where you'll type in the info, and then add, and then the name of the business. So like that. So then if I wanted to send everything from my Gmail, I will type this in, add it. It's going to prompt me asking for, do you want to proceed? Right there. So you just click yes. They'll send a link to the new email address, so then you'll have to check it on the other end once it's up and running. So let's see if it's up and running already. All right, so info at everyandanything.com. Seems like the email is up and running. Everything looks good to me. So from here, you can log into your email account. So you're in, you can go in and log in, set it up on mobile, set it up on desktop, or you can even check it over the web. It's up to you. right? But first, I want to do is I want to create a password for this account before you go in and set it up. Okay, so let's go ahead and find my password that I've selected. And then recovery email would be good to go if you want to add um, a recovery email. So good. So now you have a password set. So when it's time for you to log into this email, you can log in with the password that you just set. Aliases. Now, when I was talking about aliases earlier, an alias is basically something or another email address that you can create. So you can create lots of aliases, right? So, for example, let's say I wanted to do um, banking at every and everything. So this is where I will send all banking stuff like finance documents or whatever. If I don't want it to go directly to the email address that I had earlier, the info one, I will send it to an alias account. So that means an alias is like a it's like a nickname or another name that you can use to give to other people without giving out the real name. But in turn, once they email that address, it's going to come directly to the real address. So no one has to really know the address that you have out there. For example, like if you don't want to give out the info, at that one, you can create aliases for your events, travel, whatever, and that's the one you give out. So when someone has to get in touch with you and they email you, they'll just email the one that you gave them. Now, let's say, for example, this is good for spam too. Let's say you had an email address and it was always getting spam, like it was events and it was always getting spam. The good thing about it is you can just delete the whole entire alias and create a new one. And then you don't have to worry about getting all that spam through that box anymore. Because now once you delete it, it doesn't exist anymore and just create a new alias and then you start using that one. Perfect way to do it. So I'm gonna create one that's called banking and I'm gonna click save. So anything that comes in that has to deal with money, that's the address that I'm going to use for that. Then the next one I'm going to do is called events, and any type of event that I have, I'll use that. I'm gonna use this one for travel. I'm gonna create another one called social media. One called customer service. I'm gonna just abbreviate that. Customer service. Then I'm gonna use one that's called admin, and this is what I'm gonna use when I'm actually building like the domains and stuff like that. So these are the basic aliases that I normally would use. So admin at everything that this one I will use that for like if I'm going to build domains or whatever, and I don't want to use the and don't worry, I don't care if you guys know this because they won't exist anymore. This is just an example. But if you're going to build a domain and you don't want to use the right one, you just create um, this email address that you can use without actually showing the right email address that you're using to log in. You know what I mean? And then like banking, I'll use that for like finances. CS if you have a customer service, use that for customer service. Events if you have events, if you have travel, social media, whatever. And like I said, you can always go in and delete these later, so they don't exist. So for this demonstration purposes, this is how I would do it. And then that is aliases. And then I showed you how earlier you can create your forwarding. So now if you go back to this is aliases is done. Let's go back to the email. Email is good to go. Um, Seems like the mailbox is good. So now, really, realistically, all you have to do is set up the email however you want. So right here, set up your email on your computer, or you can just go over the web. So I don't need to do this on my computer because I already have a box running, but I'm just going to go over the web. So this is where I'm going to do is check my email right now, and it will show you. Once you see the Microsoft 365, that means this is your 365 inbox. You're going to sign in with your email, and then whatever password you had set earlier that you gave it, right? And then I'm going to sign in. And then if you remember earlier, I should have had an email that came in um, from Gmail requesting permissions. So the first time you sign in, you'll go through this little process, goes to that, and then you want to click on your Outlook. And there you go. So the first email that came in right here was from the Gmail team, and this is just saying, "Hey, do you want to accept forwarding email addresses to here?" And once you accept this, then everything from Gmail will come to this box, or vice versa. You can go here if you want everything from. If you want to use this as the out-facing email box where everything comes here and then comes into your Gmail, it's up to you. This is how you do it in reverse. You go back to your email on GoDaddy when you were setting it up, and you do forwarding. So now we'll say forward everything to another email address. This is since this is a new mailbox, it's not available yet, but that's all you would have to do. The same steps. You would just have to click on forwarding, and it will send it out to the new mailbox, which would be the Gmail. I I don't want to take up too much of your time because I think I'm over the mark. I'm trying to keep these videos small as much as possible to get you guys rolling. So we will pick up on the next one. Just remember what we covered today was capturing your expenses, going to bio using ChatGPT, updating your social media accounts, creating your pro accounts with aliases, and then tweaking them with forwarding and forwarding addresses and so forth. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ring that bell button. And if you like this video, don't like it, leave a comment. Let me know so we can improve. This helps us out a lot, and we really appreciate you. And hey, let's get this business up and running. Let's keep going. All right.